This video is sponsored by Squarespace. In One Piece, devil fruits are far more than just tools for power. They are the physical manifestations of human desires, dreams of what people could become if given a chance. But I think there's something deeper here, something almost alive. Take Zoan fruits, for example. As Jabra mentioned in chapter 385, there's a belief that a devil lives within the fruit, hinting at a sentient will. This could explain why eating more than one fruit is fatal, except, of course, for Blackbeard. Now, whether that's because of its unique or his unique body or something darker, that is still up for debate. But this raises an even bigger question. Are devil fruits choosing their users, binding to them through destiny? Or do they change their users, shaping them into something they were never meant to be? As Vegapunk revealed in chapter 1069, devil fruits represent humanity's limitless imagination, a reflection of what people desire to become. But is there something darker, lurking like an actual devil waiting to manifest through its host? One Piece in our own world, dreams matter. Look at Kuina's dream to collect the Matos. It's certainly going to need willpower. But the point here is, for lofty dreams and goals, some aid is needed, and today's sponsor, Squarespace, could be just what you need. Squarespace is an amazing all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs and dreamers to stand out and succeed in the online space. It could be at the beginning of your journey or managing an established brand. Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website to engage with the audience, or even sell products and even content. But that's not all. Imagine if Kuina used Squarespace to create a bounty website for the Mato. That would be through the help of Punk Records, of course, but this makes it at least attainable. Using 2 decades of design expertise, though, the AI technology is masterful at boosting your creative potential. Receive payments in just a few clicks and give your customers more ways to pay with methods like Apple Pay, even Afterpay. How do you do that? Well, you go to squarespace.com/B.D.A. law for a free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. From day one, devil fruits have been central to One Piece. Remember when Shanks first warned Luffy about the fruits, about how you lose the ability to swim, but in return, it grants you unbelievable powers. Even back then, Oda was planting seeds for their mystery, but as the story evolved, so did their significance, and most likely, Oda has changed their origins from being just a regular power system to a power that has a deeper connection to the lore of the One Piece world. But here's where things get wild. Punk Hazard revealed a game-changing truth. When a devil fruit user dies, their power doesn't just disappear. Instead, it's reborn into a nearby fruit. Now, we saw this in chapter 676 when Smiley, Caesar Clown's pet, died and his power returned to a fresh apple. It's almost as if these abilities are eternal, passing through time like an inheritance, just waiting for their next host. Now, let's fast forward to the Egghead arc, where Dr. Vegapunk shattered completely our perception of devil fruits. Now, according to him, these fruits are the physical manifestation of humanity's dreams and desires. Every ability represents when someone, somewhere, once wished they could do something crazy. Fly, control fire, come unbreakable, or come a jacket. I don't know, maybe they were cold. But think about it. These powers are humanity's imagination made real. But here's the kicker. This aligns with One Piece's central theme of inherited will. Are devil fruits carrying dreams across generations, waiting for someone worthy to continue them? I mean, let's talk about Paramecia users, right? Because they showcase versatility and creativity. Doflamingo's Ito no Mi is perfect because it's a match for his manipulative nature, allowing him to pull strings both literally and metaphorically as a cunning puppet master of the underworld. Zoan users themselves embody transformation and primal instincts. Rob Lucci's Neko no Mi, his model leopard, mirrors his feral, violent precision as a predator. Kaido's Uo no Mi, his model Siryu, symbolizes his mythic strength and status as a force of nature, while Yamato's Okuchi no Makami reflects the divine wolf, aligning with Yamato's role as Wano's protector. Now, Luffy's Hito no Mi, model Nika, is the essence of freedom, playful, adaptable, and resilient, embodying liberation itself. Now we get to Logia users. They wield elemental dominance, blurring the line between human and natural force. We can see this with the Admirals, as all of them have devil fruits which represent their personality in one way or the other. Even Enel's Goro no Mi reflects his god complex, channeling lightning's divine and untouchable nature, while Ace's Mera no Mi shows his burning passion, and that's even reflected in Sabo. Now, what's fascinating is how these categories reflect personality traits and deeper themes. Paramecia users embody uniqueness and creativity. Zoan users tap into instincts and myths. Logia users are pure dominance. Now, Luffy and Blackbeard have the most unique fruits from what we've seen till now, where one can bend reality and play with his imagination, while the other can consume and nullify other devil fruit powers, where one is the essence of freedom and one is basically overwhelming liberation in a different form. One is the realization of these dreams and one is the consuming of these dreams. They mirror each other in so many ways and are the antithesis of each other. So Blackbeard and Luffy's devil fruits, it makes sense why they are the way that they are. But Oda designed these fruits to tell us something about their users. And that brings to us the real question. Did the fruit choose them or did they shape the fruit? Oda has sprinkled hints about devil fruit's true nature throughout the story, often tied themes of forbidden knowledge, mythology, and fate. First in Ohara, we saw the pursuit of knowledge burned to the ground. The research of forbidden history connects back to the Void Century, which also could have explained the origins of devil fruits. Next would be inherited will and dreams, and this is where it gets philosophical, right? Because Oda's always emphasized that dreams transcend time. So if devil fruits are born from human desires, do they carry the will of those dreamers? Let's take Luffy's fruit. It's not just rubber, it's freedom itself. Could these fruits be vessels for dreams that haven't been fulfilled yet? Oda's a master of weaving mythology into one piece, and the Uonomi Maro Shiryu ties to the Azure Dragon from Chinese legends, a symbol of power and protection. Mythical Zoans, in general, feel like callbacks to ancient gods, legends, and folklore, adding to the idea that these fruits are tied to humanity's collective imagination, almost like Vegapunk's idea of punk records. And it makes sense that he's the one to introduce the idea or the theory that devil fruits comes from humanity's imagination and is passed through time. But to me, all this points to one thing. Devil fruits aren't necessarily random. They're deliberate, purposeful, whether born from dreams, desires, or something more sinister. Their origins are tied to the history of the One Piece world. So looking at devil fruits, it gives us almost a clear picture of what the world that was, how it existed, and how it came to be. So in a way, now that we've explored the lore and origins of devil fruits, the real question becomes, how much influence do these fruits have on their users? Does a devil fruit choose someone, aligning perfectly with their nature, or does the user become the embodiment of the fruit they consume? Let's break down this chicken or egg scenario and see what the story tells us. So the question of whether devil fruits align perfectly with their users due to fate, or whether their users shape the fruits' potential through free will, is a debate as old as One Piece itself. Some matchups feel far too deliberate to be coincidence, while others seem purely circumstantial. Enel's Rumble Rumble fruit feels tailor-made for him. Lightning, something often associated with gods, perfectly mirrors Enel's god complex and his desire to be seen as untouchable. Crocodile's Sand fruit is another example. Sand, dry, unrelenting, matches his cold and desolate demeanor, as well as his manipulative ability to drain the life out of his opponents. Then there's Blackbeard and his dark fruit. Now, while the darkness matches his ruthless ambitions, Blackbeard acquiring the fruit feels less like destiny and more like a calculated, opportunistic move. But Blackbeard himself mentions how the fruit attracted him. This divide naturally leads us to the bigger question of fate versus free will. Oda often emphasizes destiny in One Piece, and some devil fruit pairings seem too perfect to ignore. Shanks bringing the Gum Gum fruit to Fuchsia Village feels deliberate, almost as if he knew it belonged to someone like Luffy, but he let the fruit make its decision. This is amplified by the fruit's later reveal as the Nika fruit, tying Luffy directly to Joy Boy's inherited will. Was it a coincidence that Luffy ate it, or was fate orchestrating this moment all along? Kaido's Uo no Mi Maro Shiryu offers another layer to this theory. The mythical Azure Dragon is tied to Chinese mythology, a carp that transforms into a dragon after swimming up a waterfall. This could be a hint of how Kaido and his guys came up the waterfall in Wano. On the other hand, free will and personal growth cannot be overlooked. Many characters adapt and evolve their fruits to suit their needs, proving that a user's choices play a major role in the fruit's potential. Law's Opi fruit, for instance, is a versatile power with limitless potential for both healing and destruction. Law's abilities are shaped by his focus on revenge, survival, and his commitment to saving lives, choices influenced by Korozo's sacrifice. Similarly, Katakuri's Mochi fruit is mastered to perfection, reflecting his obsessive obsessive need for control and precision. In these cases, the fruits serve as tools, with the user's personal growth defining their strength rather than fate alone. Then there's the idea of a devil truly residing within each fruit. The name devil fruit itself suggests something ominous, doesn't it? Like the biblical forbidden fruit, tempting but dangerous. In Japanese folklore, objects are believed to house spirits, tsukumogami, which could parallel the idea of fruits carrying an essence or will. This mythological connection becomes even more intriguing with Zoan fruits. Unlike Paramecia and Logia, Zoans are said to possess a will of their own. This is hinted at through fruits like Chopper's human fruit and Sengoku's Buddha transformation, which imply a connection to a conscious mythological being. Even smile fruits, artificial devil fruits created by Caesar, seem cursed in nature, often causing more harm than good and reflecting a corrupted version of the original fruit concept. When a devil fruit user dies, the power reincarnates into a new fruit, which raises another question. Is there an essence within the fruit that seeks out its next host? This process feels almost deliberate, as though the fruit has its own will in choosing where to go next. Blackbeard's ability to wield two devil fruits is another anomaly worth noting. It's something which was thought to be impossible, yet Blackbeard defies the rules. Is it because he belongs to that special race mentioned by Saturn? Or is it because that was his imagination and it was meant for him to be this way? As we reach the final saga of One Piece, it is clear Oda is building toward an even greater revelation about devil fruits, their origins, their reincarnation process, and their connection to inherited will, which all I think will lead to a deeper truth. Are these powers like remnants of an ancient rebellion or forgotten gods? The Gorosei and Imu stand at the pinnacle of power in the One Piece world, cloaked in mystery. Now, while they appear to be political figures, recent chapters show that they are more than capable of defending their authority from any threat, tying them to the divine-like control the world government exerts over the world. The Gorosei, the highest public authority under Imu, have maintained their facade as advisors, but recent chapters reveal their crazy combat potential. They transform into demonic yokai-like creatures, and this strongly hints that the Gorosei are wielding mythical Zoans or something similar. But these transformations grant them overwhelming power, durability, and insanely fast recovery. The Gorosei's combined strength and longevity could explain why they've been able to maintain global dominance for centuries while being hidden in plain sight. Imu, on the other hand, is the ultimate overseer of the world, seated on the so-called empty throne. Could the Gorosei and Imu be tied to the creation of devil fruits in the first place? Or do their demon-like abilities represent a forgotten power from the Void Century? Because it's all centered around Imu, seemingly, considering how Saint J. Garcia Saturn lost his ability or lost his life. Now, as One Piece approaches its climax, the Gorosei and Imu will undoubtedly stand as the series' most formidable antagonist, next to Blackbeard, of course. Their powers and secrets will likely reveal the truth about the Void Century, the origin of devil fruits, and the ultimate fate of the world. Luffy's battle against them will serve as the perfect reflection of the series' core themes: freedom versus oppression, humanity versus divinity, and the power of dreams to challenge even the gods themselves. In the end, in conclusion, the debate boils down to this: do devil fruits shape their users, or do users manifest their fate through the fruit? Personally, I think it's a mix of both. Fate may place the fruit in someone's path, but it's free will, determination, and creativity that unlock its full potential. Luffy's journey proves this the best. He didn't become Joy Boy because of his fruit. He became Joy Boy because he embodies the freedom that Nika represents. Devil fruits remain one of One Piece's greatest mysteries, embodying themes of imagination, power, and the balance between destiny and free will. Are users destined to align with their fruits, or do they shape their abilities through their choices? What do you guys think? Are devil fruits tools of fate, shaped by destiny, or is it all about how they're used? Or could there still be a deeper mystery, perhaps tied to the Void Century, just waiting to be uncovered? Let me know below. What do you think? Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys oh so much. You contribute so much to make this go. And thank you to my viewers. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, link down below. So much there, so much. You can check it out. Thank you guys so much. Again, like the video, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. But before I go, one last thing. At their core, devil fruits remind us of one thing: the power to dream and shape our own future is what makes us truly free. And in my opinion, that's what One Piece is all about.